friend Mike's shop. It's air conditioning here, which is amazing. I'm just gonna keep the time lapse going and you guys can watch this process. If you're body guys, you're probably cringing because this is not exactly the right way to do it. We are on a really big time crunch. We need to have this done by the end of the week because we're going to Minnesota soon. If we did this again, we could do it better, but the only car I could find to cut the roof off of was damaged, which makes it harder, and we have to do what we have to do, so. Alright guys, this wraps up day one of the roof swap. As you can see, we made some progress. Problem is, the red car that I got this roof off of was in a collision on this side. So you probably saw us talking a lot about over here. The reason it's tweaked is because some of this damage from the impact. We tried to straighten it out. We should have straightened it out on the car, but it's too late now. We have the cuts. It's tweaked, which is why this one is up high, even though that's perfect. We need to tack the roof on, which means we need to fill in the sunroof hole. In tomorrow's clip, you'll see us filling in the sunroof, painting the inside of the roof, probably painting the top of the cage bars. It's about 10 p.m., so we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. We have to work tomorrow. Alright guys, this is day two of the roof swap. We have been preparing the roof to be put on, including doing some braces on the back, which I'm going to show you now, and also plating in the sunroof. This roof unfortunately had a sunroof and you can't run those, so we have been making the template for that and small tack welding it in because it's thin. We are right now going back to get the roof scoop because I forgot to bring the outer one. So before we cut the inner, we need to make sure the outer one fits. We did already mark the center and everything, and then we're gonna brace this to reinforce it. But it's pretty much tacked up except for this one side where we have to porta power it up. Over here, we've been preparing the metal to paint, and also I got some green to just touch up some of the parts that we didn't get to paint the cage, and it looks terrible. It's not even close to the same, even though it said lime. It's like a key lime green, and this is different. So Mike's got some other stuff we might try, but really I'm not really worried about that. So we prepped the surfaces getting ready, and then in the back here we plug welded this 18 gauge sheet metal to the C-pillars, put these holes in there, plug welded them, as you can see on that side. Then when we slip the roof over it, we're going to drill holes in the roof side or stitch weld it, but at least this will have some extra force to it, and then we stagger cut. We have to butt weld these, unfortunately, because there's no way to separate these layers. So what we're going to do is gusset the cage to it down here for some extra structure. We'll butt weld that one, and then up here we have some bar that's going to go in and get plug welded on those holes. David just went to pick up the roof scoop for me while I finished taking the rubber off, or whatever insulation this is for the windshield, on the front and rear, and then I need to flip this over and start scuffing the metal so I can spray paint the inside of it white before we tack the roof on. In the next time lapse, you guys are probably going to see us fitting the roof on and maybe even tacking it into place. So. Things are going good. This is only day 2. A little bit ahead of schedule, but we do leave for Minnesota in 34 days.